extraordinaire, brother from another mother, the man, the myth, the legend, our beloved mentor, Junior Anthony. Woo!
Niggas going crazy. I see you.
Hey guys, what's going on? How are you guys feeling today?
Amazing. How about you?
Feeling
Absolutely
fantastic.
Fantastico.
Feeling
You're
productive.
a little bit fabulous.
Okay, awesome. So, really quick, is Suzette here? I've been hearing about Suzette for the past fucking 3-4 days. So Suzette, where you at? All right, so can we get Suzette to unmute herself, please? Amazing. Hey, how are ya?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm absolutely phenomenal. So, what's new this week?
What's new this week? I made money.
You made your first sale. Now, this is a good thing and it's a bad. There's a good thing and there's a bad thing. Okay. Now, I want every one of you guys to pay attention because maybe you will learn something extremely important from what she's going to share with you guys. So, Savette, how long have you been in this program for?
I would say about a year.
A year.
About a year.
A year. 12 months. And you just made your very first sale, correct?
Hello. Yes, sir. My very first sale.
Awesome. Very good. So, guys, does this sound like this is a good investment? I've been in here for an entire year and I just made my first sale. Does that sound like a really good investment? Right? Does it sound like it's a great investment of your time, your money, your energy, your effort? Right? Type in the chat. Depends on the commission. Savette, how much commissions did you make?
$248.50.
$248 in an entire year, 12 months. Is that a good investment, return on investment? No, of course it's not. It's the most horrible investment ever. So, Savette, can I ask you a question? What changed? How come all of a sudden you just started making income? What changed?
When I decided that I wasn't going back to a 9-to-5 job, and I committed, and I stated it out loud, and that was it. That's all I needed to do.
And
My mindset changed. My mindset changed.
Okay. And how long ago did you make that commitment? And how long ago did you make that actual commitment?
I was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, great. Now, what about that? Does that sound like a better return on investment? $248 in 2 weeks. Does that sound like a better investment? Like a better investment opportunity? Now, this is not what my class is going to be about. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm just honestly frustrated, sick, and tired of people coming in here and then putting in bare minimum, expecting amazing results. Guys, I cannot do anything for you if you do not do something for yourself. Savette, did I ever reach out to you? Did I ever speak to you? But outside of the workshop. Outside of the workshop. Have I ever reached? Because I'm not. Guys, I'm not. Right? Those days of me doing that is over. I'm not. Right? This is probably the first time in 8 months that I'm actually calling out to her. And it's because she's serious about this. Does that make sense? If you're not willing to commit and you're not serious about this, you're wasting your time. You really are. All right? And I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I'm a little bit under the weather, so I guess I have short temper. All right? I just don't see Savette, I'm very, very excited that you actually started taking this serious. But there's also a lot of people in here that's coming in here that's going to end up wasting 8 months, not fully committing to this, not doing everything necessary to make this work. But the one thing that I am going to give you, sweetheart, is you never blamed me. You blamed yourself.
No, I didn't. It was on me. It's all my fault.
And that's the one thing that I will give you. You blamed yourself and two things. You blamed yourself and you at least stayed committed. You stayed consistent. Not committed, consistent. All right? So that's one thing. Again, guys, I cannot help you if you're not willing to help yourself. I see some new faces here. Chow, I'm so sorry, LeMay. I'm probably butchering your name. Reagan, Nick, Vivek, Pamela, you're relatively new as well, right? Deanna, you're also relatively new. Shauna, also relative. Guys, I cannot do anything for you. Robert, relatively new. Jessica, I cannot do anything for you guys until you do it for yourself. Chua. All right, gotcha. Am I making myself clear? Like, are we clear on that? Right? I just can't. It's impossible. Right? Awesome. Again, Sivet, very, very good job. Congratulations. I know that this is just the start. Normally when people, take this long to get their first sales, they normally actually fully commit to this and making it work. So, toast to $10,000 in September, in October. So anyways, today, guys, I want to talk about improvising towards success. And I want to tell you guys a story. How many of you guys ever wanted to be successful? Wiggle your hands. And your definition of success is, I'm gonna use my definition of success. I'm doing my own thing. I'm the boss. I'm in charge. I call my own shots. How many of you guys feel the same? Wiggle your hands. Great. Improvising towards success. I want to tell you guys a story. I want to tell you guys a story of a kid that had the dream of being a millionaire at the age of 25. This kid was born in the wrong household to make that happen. This kid was born in the wrong environment to make these things happen. But this kid had a dream. This kid had something that he was chasing after. He wanted to be a millionaire by the age of 25. What did he do on his 18th birthday? He went and he bought a bunch of lottery tickets. You know why? Because he saw his father buy lottery tickets. Yeah, that's how to get rich. I don't work to get rich. I buy lottery tickets. And one day it'll pay off and I'll get rich. Wiggle your hands if you feel that. Wiggle your hands if you feel that. One day I'll be rich. Now, granted, there's been some form of success buying the lottery tickets. Made a little money here, a little money there, but nothing sustainable. And over time, this little kid found himself lost, found himself in a bunch of different situations and circumstances. He figured the only way to be successful in life is to rap, because he's black. He's a black kid. So this black kid thought to himself, the only way for him to be successful is for him to pick up a microphone and start rapping, getting on stages, building an audience, making songs, making music. And because of this identity that he picked up, he started falling into things like an addiction to weed and addiction to partying and events and all these non-productive things in the name of his identity as a musician. And while chasing this dream, he's been able to have many forms of success. Performed at mid-sized festivals, met really, really cool people in the industry, started getting paid for his music. But then there's also a lot of pitfalls, such as homelessness, the jailhouse, friends dying, and a bunch of other stuff. But still, this kid had in the back of his head, I am going to be successful. I am going to be successful. I am going to be successful. And then a door opened. There's a saying, right? Opportunities come once in a lifetime. And when you choose not to take an opportunity, does it ever come back to you? Yes or no? Type in the chat. If you choose not to take up an opportunity to improve yourself, to do better, does it normally come back to you? No, not really. Rarely ever. So there was an opportunity, a very, very small opportunity, to be surrounded by a bunch of other people that were a little bit more successful, that had a little bit more going on with themselves. And this black kid, damn, that sounds racist, this black kid. I'm black, so I get to do it, and I get to say that. All right, so this kid has two decisions actually. Decision number one, don't get involved with that community because they're doing so much more better than me, and I'll be embarrassed. How many of you guys feel that? You don't want to hang out with certain people because they're doing way better than you, And it's kind of embarrassing looking at where you are right now in your life. Look at your hands. Be honest. All right? So that was option number one. Avoid those people at all costs because they make you look very, very small. Then the other option was surround yourself around those people. Immerse yourself with these people. Because as they're growing and as they're getting better, I just might have a small chance to improve myself as well. So, casting my ego and my pride to the side, this kid decided to go to and surround himself with those people. And while surrounding himself with those people, he started thinking different and operating different and starting to see different opportunities, although he loved making music. Although he had passion in making music, this kid came to a saddening understanding that although he may be passionate for something, that something may not help him be as successful as he would like to be. And with that understanding, this kid opened up an area of his life to find something that'll help him be successful. And it came in a really, really weird packaging. How many of you guys feel like you'd be successful if you helped someone else be successful? With your hands? Well, fuck, you guys are smarter than me. Shit, I was dumb as fuck. Right? Because this kid at that time was just like, well, what if I make this company successful? How the hell does it benefit me? I'm still a slave. I'm still an employee. I'm still just working. But you know what? This kid said, that noise, okay, I think the gig is up. That kid is me, right? So that noise that was happening in my head, I realized that noise didn't contribute to anything successful in my life. So I decided to ignore the noise. And I decided to put all of my energy, all of my effort, all of my time, all of my being into helping this other person be successful. But what I never expected, the hidden side of this, the part that I didn't expect, was by me being a part of someone else's success, it made me hyper valuable, which contributed to my own personal success. And although I loved music, although I had a vision of being on stages and rapping and being successful with this I chose a different path towards success. See, we all have these paths. How many of us have had multiple paths in our life of different options of things that we could have done? Right? We all have those things. But the problem lies in our inflexibility. What if I wasn't flexible with music? What if I wasn't flexible enough to say, hey, I'm really good at this thing, but maybe perhaps this thing isn't gonna get me to that level that I wanna be? What if I wasn't able to do that? Would I be here today? Would I have the success that I have today? Would I have the impact and the genuine happiness in my heart that I have today? When I was hearing those noises in my head, no, this is just like a job. You're working, you're an employee. Yeah, like those people are your bosses, they run you, they manage. What if I allowed those voices to corrupt my actions? Would I be where I am today? One of the best skills that I probably would say that I have in my life is the ability to improvise. When things go left, I don't force things. I don't force it to go back straight. When things go left, guess what the fuck I do? I go left with it. Imagine driving a car. Imagine driving a car. And all of a sudden, the car skids out of control. But I'm so stern on going this one direction. What do you think would happen? Guys, tap in the chat. What do you think would happen? Right? My car skids left or right or whatever. But I'm so stern on trying to just go in a straight line. What do you think would happen? Or let's just say I'm driving. I've been doing a lot of driving in the past 2 days. I'm so sorry. Driving's just in my head right now. I'm driving and someone in front of me, I'm going in the straight line, right? I'm driving the legal speed limit of 70 miles an hour in Florida. I'm driving 70 miles an hour in Florida and someone cuts in front of me without using their indicators or anything. But I'm so inflexible that I'm just keep going straight. What happens? So you see exactly what would happen in a car, but you should also use that same exact analogy for the things that happens in your life. See, I'm going to use Savette as an example. We praised her earlier today, but now I'm going to condemn the old Savette because this is a brand new Savette. Do you think the old Savette was flexible enough to be successful? Yes or no? She rather holding on to her old beliefs, her old thoughts, her old actions, her old way of processing information and expecting to have a wildly unimaginable success. It's impossible. And most of us think that these things happen like that. I tell people it's not about what you do, it's who you have to become. Savette didn't just, oh, there's a car coming, step on the brake. She didn't just do that. She looked to her left lane, see if there was a car coming, and she went to her left lane or her right lane. And she went around the obstacle instead of towards the obstacle. You guys have to be able to improvise. Life is not linear. And most people expect life to go the way that they want it to. How many of you guys made this grand, elaborate, I don't know about you guys. I'm like a master evil, like I want to use master evil genius, right? Because when I was younger, I'd always see like the evil geniuses, like the smart ones, like, mwah, ha, 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 and it will come with like these weird concepts and plans and things to take over the world. So I'm like, yeah, I want to be that, right? How many guys are those master evil genius people? Wiggle your hands. No one? Oh, damn. I'm speaking to the wrong audience. All right. Instead of using evil, I'll use master good genius. Let me see how many you want one to wave your hand. Master good genius. All right. See? Okay. All I have to do is change the word. So, like, you guys sit down and you guys devise like plans, situations, and this thing and that thing, right? How I can accomplish this and that. And we go through this entire roadmap of a bunch of things that no one understands besides ourselves. But then when it's time for us to implement the step number one or phase number one of this grand elaborate plan, holy shit, we get slapped with some resistance. Nothing goes as planned. How many of you guys experienced that before? Wiggle your hands. You have like a 10-step process to accomplish this one thing. You start step one, boom, shut down. Nothing is working as you expected. There's two things that typically happen, but ultimately there's three different outcomes. So the first thing that typically happens is most people just give up. Roadblock. This must be impossible. I can't do it. How many of you guys normally just give up after a roadblock? Wiggle your hands. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. All right? Okay, I see a few honest people here. I don't know why you guys are acting so cool. I used to give up a lot on things. The second thing that would happen is this is the roadblock, right? This is the roadblock, and we keep ramming it, right? Ramming it, doing the same exact thing, hoping that this roadblock just unblocks itself. And I just keep doing this, and then sooner or later, what happens? Sooner or later, what happens? Come on. So we think. So we think. Hold on. So we think. We think. We want to hope that we break it. We want to believe that we'll break it. But do we ever really break it? No. Thank you, Latanya. You get tired and you stop. Guys, do this. Keep doing this. You're going to be doing this. And at first, it's going to be quick. And then after, you're like, you're going to be like, fuck, my hands hurt. And eventually you stop. And you give up on it. But there's a third way to handle every obstacle. And this one may sound a little bit weird. But sometimes when you have an obstacle, you don't have to take a detour, Nick. Well, actually, I guess, yeah. You go with the obstacle. Not around it, you go with it. You use the obstacle to solve the problem. This is called improvising. Guys, give me an obstacle. Give me a problem and an obstacle inside of the chat right now. I'm gonna solve someone's problems right now. Give me a problem and an obstacle. Hurry up. Steven says business model, no products. Right? We see his problem, correct? He has a business model, but he doesn't have any products. Do we see his problem? Yes or no? Do we see the outcome that he's trying to accomplish? Right? We see the outcome that he's trying to accomplish. He wants to start a business. He wants to have a business, right? But his problem is he has no products. Now, Stephen, what I can do is I can sit down and I can hammer away, right? Trying to create products and trying to figure out if this thing works. Or I can simply say, holy shit, I have a business model, I don't have any products. What if I improvise on this business model and I use the fact that I do not have any products to my advantage? What happens then? Do I go through that roadblock, yes or no? Because right now what's happening with Steven is he's trying to make this no product thing fit with his business model, and it just does not mix and it does not mash. When he can just tweak a few things with his idea of what a business model should be to accommodate for the resources that he currently has. Does that make sense? Latanya, sweetheart, owe $10,000 for back tax. Sweetheart, make more freaking money. That solution is easy. Come on. Stop acting like you ain't in my program. All right, I'll take one more. All right, Jesse, Shayna, sweetheart, amazing answer towards Jesse. And this is exact, guys, go inside of the chat. Shayna, I love my students. This is fucking crazy. Shayna, sweetheart, this is exactly what I'm teaching. Shayna and Jesse, can we pin them? If you guys go in the chat, exactly what I'm talking about is happening right now. Literally, exactly what I'm talking about. One person is just so fucking stubborn, no offense. One person is so fucking stubborn that it's just not getting anywhere, but then there's always a solution. So Jesse goes, if you guys look in the chat, 823. I've gone through the orientation and started my first steps in the learning sheet. It says I didn't do all the steps for the orientation. I have gone through it and cannot find what I missed. Correct, incorrect? Shayna, gangsta Shayna. Shayna, how long ago did you start my program? Can we unmute Shayna and can we unmute Jesse, please?
The first time I started was back in March, but this time it's been about 3 or 4 weeks.
3 or 4 weeks. All right, so you've been to Monday classes 3 to 4 weeks now.
Right.
And you took my workshop originally back in March.
Back in March. And
Awesome.
I'm taking your workshop this weekend.
This weekend, the Affiliate Accelerator Live. Awesome. Jesse,
Yeah.
how long have you been in this community for?
Oh, about 3 weeks. Ori brought me in.
And you're now doing
Just
orientation?
got through.
Awesome.
I'm sorry.
And you're now doing orientation? Money follows speed. You gotta be quicker than that.
Well, I understand. It took a little bit to get enough money to get in, and then I paid it, and it was a couple, 3 weeks before I could get into orientation.
Okay, awesome.
And then I just finished it up last Wednesday.
Okay, awesome.
And
Awesome. I just want to show this, right? Awesome, very, very good. Congratulations, Jesse. Thank you so much. But look at what Shayna said. Message Live Satori on Facebook, right? Message Live Satori on Facebook, and they can help you. If you aren't already following them, ask the person who brought you in here.
wonderful answer. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But this is what I'm speaking about. This is literally improvising. This is us being creative, finding creative solutions to our problems. Not just how much times, just think about it, Jesse. Just think about it. How frustrated do you think you would be if you keep hitting this wall after the next week? If you keep hitting this exact wall for an entire 7 days straight, how frustrated would you be? Not even at yourself. How frustrated would you be at me? How frustrated would you be at the process? How frustrated would you be at this affiliate marketing thing? And then how soon do you think it'll take you to just give up on it? This is what I'm talking about. I don't know how the fuck this just happened, but this is perfect. I promise you, this is not staged. Shayna, I did not hire Shayna, and they both paid me. They're not hired people, right? But this is exactly what I'm speaking about. You have to be able to improvise. Life is not linear. Do you think this issue is going to be Jesse's one and only problem? Fuck no. Hell no, it's not going to be. Jesse already said he had problems. He had problems coming up with the money to get into the training. That was problem number fucking one. What if he sat down and said, well, you know what, I can't come up with the money. That's it. I guess this isn't made for me. There's going to be problem after problem after problem after problem after problem after problem. But what you cannot do is just keep resisting. Keep hitting, because you're going to exhaust yourself. Improvise. What else can I do? How else can I do this? How else can I go about this? Right? I think that was so cool. That was so good. Thank you so much, Jesse and Shayna. Appreciate you guys. That was so good. Did you guys learn anything from even just that interaction just now? Did you guys see it in full face? See what happened? Jesse, how frustrated? Actually, where's Jesse? Can we bring Jesse back up, please? Jesse, how frustrated? How long were you waiting to solve this issue?
Basically, I went into the woods over the weekend, so I had no internet. So it was this morning when I started looking at it.
Okay, great. And how frustrated are you because of the issue?
I was pretty frustrated, and I have a day job, so I couldn't really get to it today, but I'll do it tomorrow morning.
That's okay.
First thing.
So on a level from 0 being least frustrated to 100%, or from 0 being least frustrated, like not even bothered, to 10 being extremely frustrated, what level were you?
Oh, this is nothing. Probably about a 3, 4.
A 3, 4?
I figured I'd get around it eventually.
Right. And now let's just say this problem continued to happen for another 2 days. How frustrated would you be?
Oh, then I'd be at a 10.
You'd be at a 10.
I'd be totally a 10.
Right? In such a short time, right? In such a short time. And because Jesse is so frustrated, his immediate default is going to either be A, to blame, right? To place blame, or B, to quit. It's just regular humans, right? Jesse's not a bad person. He's a cool guy. But his immediate response, everyone's immediate response would be to cast blame or to quit. Because how many of you guys love frustration? Look at your hands. Because I damn fucking sure don't, right? So our immediate reaction would be to cast blame or to quit. And that's why most people do not have the success that they desire. Because when we hit those roadblocks, we immediately default to those two scenarios, which is 1, quit, or B, keep hammering until we quit. Because rarely do we ever have those moments where we actually break through those resistance. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. But there's also a universal law that states whatever you resist persists. So if you keep hitting this barrier, this thing, it's gonna keep persisting. All right?
Can I say one thing real quick?
Yes, of course.
Just from this tonight, I'm pretty amazed at the support you guys have, because I didn't know if I should send this message or not, and the reaction I got is amazing.
No, fucking thank you, bro. Like, you helped my class out so much. People are like, oh, I kind of don't understand. They're putting me a bunch of bullshit, and then you literally, like, thank you. All right? No, this was really, really good, and I'm happy that you did that as well, because, you know, it literally went with my class, right? You put something that was frustrating you, something that was stopping, and then you got from another student, right, exactly what to do. But what she didn't realize what she was doing is she's doing the exact thing that I was going to say that she could do. Instead of just fighting it, go with it. All right? Awesome. Perfect. Anyways, guys, I'm going to have a quick, because class was a little short tonight, I'm going to have a quick 5-minute, or actually 10-minute question and answering session for you guys.